Alright, hello. Hope you're having a good day. I am starting a good day, so that's something, right? Got me some coffee here, and this is kind of like, I don't know, this is like the next part of our realistic faces. I wanted to do a new character. I had to stop the previous part of the spotlight without doing a new character, so I've gone in, I've turned off a lot of other things so that we could do a new character and see how that looks. We've kind of seen how the NPCs look, and we may review a few of them again, but for the most part we've seen that. So this really just changes like 80 inhabitants, and replaces some textures, and replaces the female body, and does some stuff with some hair and eyes and brows. You can't tell how much. Some people are definitely still vanilla. And I've got it loaded down at the bottom, and I've turned off a bunch of my mods that do things for my character and things for NPCs. So like I've turned off Botox and all this other stuff. So, and the whole idea is to be able to see what kind of character we can create using realistic faces without using any other textures or anything. And I've turned off my presets and everything. So let's see, do they tell you anything special about character creation? Just that it works. I didn't see any problem with seams and stuff when I really turned off all of my mods when we were doing this previously, because I didn't have everything turned off immediately because well, it said you could use whatever textures you wanted, but I think it was affecting the look that they were going for, so that's why we may go back and look at a few NPCs again. But nonetheless, this is realistic faces. We're going to do somebody new. And just get an idea of what we're in for and how this is working out for us, okay? Alright, so I did not turn off alternate start. And I did do a total reset. It doesn't usually take too long. Here we go. Yeah, cheat room, okay. Alright, here's our basic Nord beginning. You know what? I'm gonna move up and do, see how a Breton looks. This is basically the first time I ever played the game. I chose this guy and called him Percy with some minor tweaks, but nothing major. I really kept him about like that. Let's see what some other presets are. I mean, I really think we're basically doing vanilla presets here. I don't see a huge difference in any of this. Of course, like I say, now I have to admit, I have not played vanilla in so long that I simply don't see vanilla very often. I could turn off all my mods and try it out. When I was looking at this yesterday, now this looks this looks pretty good. I mean, you know, within reason. I guess this is a style. I mean, this is a style of how you want your characters to look. You know, I don't know that this is any more realistic, truthfully, than any of the other mods, but maybe it stays more true to the original Skyrim and the way they had everything planned out. How's this? Yeah, he's got a little blockiness to his chin and stuff, just a little. I know that's part of, I think that's part of what people tried to remove with some mods, but not much. Just his chin looks better, actually, so it's just really the high elf chin. He has a little blockiness, if you see that, to his chin, which is unusual. But that's kind of a nitpick. It's not really a huge deal, I don't think. Skyrim, you know how Skyrim is. I mean, its graphics is what it is. It's dated. He's got a little blockiness on his face, too. Not too bad, but a little bit. Anyway, I think a lot of this is basically just, I mean, it's just touched up vanilla, isn't it? Or is this even that much different? I would have to turn off all my mods and try a vanilla character. But, so I'm not seeing a huge thing here. Let's see, who else can we look at? We looked at that. We didn't look at the Nord very much. I guess I could look at the presets for a Nord. Yeah, I'm not seeing huge things. I really hate all the dirty faces and stuff. I think it's dumb. I mean, that's an option if you want that. It should definitely be an option in your game. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's unrealistic. I mean, some people are going to have a bad complexion and all of that, but I don't really need to recreate that stuff in my game. I mean, I get enough real life in real life, so, you know, I guess that's my thing. That is my thing. I don't play games for realism. That's what it is. I play for entertainment and fantasy and non-realism. I get enough realism in real life. That's probably my problem. So I am definitely not playing for realism. And other people really are. They want things to be more realistic, and I can appreciate that. It's just not me, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But that's why everything is so subjective, and I say that all the time, because I know me. Yeah, his chin's a little blocky. Matter of fact, his face is a little blocky. But that's just one preset. Let's look at some of the others. I really felt like Skyrim did not do the elves any favors. They really went out of their way to try to make the elves look weird. So you really have to work hard to get your elves to look decent. This is my opinion again. The wood elves look a little... Well, this guy's a little less blocky. Alright, so let's try the girls. We've been looking at the guys. Excuse me, I am getting hiccups, and I have no idea why. Now maybe, and maybe I'm wrong, but as realistic faces as it's a I mean, it's supposed to be about changing some of the NPCs and changing the player character, right? So, I mean, it depends on what you think is realistic for your game and what you want. Now, her right there, you could do something with that. She has an interesting face. But a lot of these are just kind of scary looking. Yeah, I know. Again, very subjective. It's just me. And some of these are still a little blocky looking, a little vanilla-ish. But I'm trying to go through the presets and give us a chance to see what's what. You know. Of course, some people are really good at making faces. Now me, I can take a preset and I can kind of clean it up and make it look the way I want. But I am not as good as other people. Other people can really make some nice faces. They really definitely have it down. And to me, I would really have to fool around with the character creator a lot and really learn what things do better. And I don't want that much work, really. I mean, I have a lot of work at work, so I kind of want my games to be a little easier and fun. But I admit that character creation can be hugely fun, just sitting and playing with the options. So, I admit that. I've had other games in the past where I sat and played with the character creator for hours and didn't even get anything done except just the character creation. That's a good face. I think that's a good face too. Regardless of everything else, you could work with that. And this one too. This is a pretty nice face, and I think you could work with that. I'm not sure. I don't remember if that's a good face. I don't remember if these are very vanilla-ish or not. I don't remember what these look like. I don't always remember all the presets. Now, the orcs, I hardly ever play an orc because they just, I guess they just don't suit me. I'm not an orcish person, I suppose. Last time I played an orc, I was in WoW, I guess. And it's been years since I played WoW because so many changes, that game just became unlike itself. I understand the appeal of vanilla. Now she looks a little blocky and weird. Hard to tell. You might be able to work with that face. Maybe with that, I don't know. You might be able to do something with that, maybe. As a base. They did not do the Nords any favors. You could probably work with her face. If you can get past all the junk on it. Again, just totally my opinion, so don't be too bad on me. Let's see. Interesting. There's a few of the vanilla type faces that are interesting if you could work with them, and if you use is it adorable females, it actually does make some of these look a lot better. Though I don't know how much it changes presets. There's not any great Imperial presets though. You really would have to make your own face, basically. Oh, and the elves. Oh, the elves are so scary looking. It is hard to find a decent elf. You really have to work at that too. I forget. Anyway, let's move on. We don't want to take all day. I am taking all day. Sorry. I am. I'm just slow. I get involved with the character creator and looking at the options. And even though I consider a lot of these to be horrible, that's not too bad. You could work something out with that face. And that one too. You could work something out there. Maybe underneath that, it's maybe. Anyway, I think we're coming to the end here. Now that's a good face. I'm sure it's not perfect, but that's not bad. Now, that is one messed up face, but you could clean up all that junk, and I guess it would be usable. That's pretty good. Again, you have to clean it up, but not too bad. That face is usable, but kind of weird looking, not my thing. That's a good one. You could actually use that. No. Nope. You can use her. You can clean her up. I think I've done something with that before, but these others I've not used very much. These seem a lot more like the vanilla. I'm not going to say they are vanilla because they're probably cleaned up and they probably look a lot better than the actual vanilla. But you get the idea. Now, so that is with realistic faces, and I have all my textures and stuff all turned off. That is the character creator. And did we find anything that was actually, what was the best one we found? That was interesting. That is interesting. I don't think I could actually use her for anything, but I don't know why, but I just think that's an interesting face under all that. Alright, so I'm trying to think of what the best one was that we found. Probably the little Breton, unless it's one of the Red Guard ones. One of the Red Guard ones was really good. Let's see, that was okay. I think there's a good face there. And that's a good face. I like a light complexion though, so. Well, that could be usable. Now, I don't have oh, I didn't take away any of the craziness, did I? Let's get rid of the war paint for a minute. Let's get rid of all the eye color stuff and shadow. I'm not really big into all that. Okay, that's not such a great face after all, after I clean everything off of it. Oh well. Anyway, I think we're done here. The idea was just to see the character creator. So we're going to do okay. And she will be prisoner. Hey, there we go. Alright, so we just did that for the heck of it. I may come back and see if there's anything we can do with her later for fun, but for right now, we're just going to leave her. I'll just do a quick save here. We're going to exit. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to load. And where's Gretel at? Gretel is in Dragon's Reach. Oh, she's the one with all the people. So let's go check her out. This may crash, so just bear with me. Yes, I turned all that stuff off. See, I turned off all my beautification stuff. I tried to make sure it was all turned off. So this time you'll get a purer look at at the realistic faces and whoever's here for us to see. And two, it may help me discover what my issue is, where I have hurt and earn, and I have the vampire mage in Solitude. They always have that speckled face, so maybe I can figure out what's going on there. Alright, so see, this is what Serrano will look like. Pretty vanilla, actually. And I think Valerica, I think this is pretty vanilla for her.
If you have business,
this will be nocturnal.
My steward.
And
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Hurt and earn. They look.
The patrols never seem to give us time to be alone. The nosy pests.
And this is the Jarl Elisif.
I don't have any business
and that's
with
the
you,
body
so
underneath.
Get out of my face.
And this is
With the passing
Sapphire,
of my dear
and she's
husband,
very
Torek,
fussy.
the weighty
I don't
position
really
of
like
Jarl
that
has
hair
fallen to
thing,
me.
so that's just
Please
me.
direct questions to
This
my
is
steward.
Mirabelle, which
I don't have
Mirabelle,
any business with you, so get out of my face.
it's not bad looking. That's a pretty good Mirabelle. I don't know if I want to summon up all the other people, but there's the beautiful barbarian, which is, she is not beautiful at all. It's scary, but whatever. So do we want to call any others back up? We'll call these two, because these two are pretty popular.
Go cast your magic someplace else.
So this is the Huntress.
Blood on the wind today. Good hunting.
And they really made her look really good.
If you wish to hunt with me,
Do
your
not run
feet
off.
need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
See, they really
himself
made
wouldn't
her,
have the
if she would
patience to deal
hold
with all the
still,
rabble
they really
around
made
here.
her face look good.
All right, I'm waiting.
So they really worked on her. They must have really liked her. And it's understandable. She is a popular character, like I said. So, and then
What
there
is
is
it?
Need something?
Astrid. And then there's Astrid, which this is a
Sister.
good version of Astrid, though not the best. I have seen better.
Remember, when you kill, we all wield the blade.
Okay, so anyway, that was just to give you an idea. So this has been Realistic Faces.
I don't
I've
have
tried
any
to do
business
this
with you,
in several
so get out of my
parts.
face.
So I hope that was helpful. This is... That's so funny. This is Gretel. As, you know, without her KS hairdo and with the Realistic Faces, it really changes. I turned my presets off. It really changes the way they look. That's so funny. Anyway, so that's what happens when you turn off and turn on things all the time. However, I'm going to figure out about these two. I'm going to find out what's causing my issue. So, this will be helpful for me. Anyway, like I said, that's
What can I
been
do for
Realistic
you?
Faces. Where are y'all going? They're just going all over the place. So, let me scroll down. I had Realistic Faces down at the bottom because that was something they suggested. I try to follow the modders' ideas as much as I can. So there you go, Realistic Faces. Down at the bottom, I had the patch in here. And that's it. Just wanted to show you that again. Make sure we had everything as done as we could. That's what that looks like. If you prefer that over... I use that normal, that Botox look that I really enjoy. So if you prefer this over that, then that's cool. Realistic, I suppose, is just subjective in Skyrim. So, alright. So, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.